this video I just wanted to talk briefly about something I was just thinking about, the assembly of some looter boys and making use of a good bits box and potentially eBay to really sort of maximise sort of the efficiency of your model assembly and army and get the most out of your money, really, I guess, with these multi-part kits, the plastic kits. It's really easy to try and cut some corners and make some good money saving moves. Now the looter kit here, you get 5 legs and 5 bodies to assemble 4 burners or 4 looters and one of the mechs with it. And I was just talking about perhaps magnetising it so you could switch the looters for the burners if you needed to. But actually I realised that all you really need is 4 normal legs and 4 normal bodies, which I have in a bits box I got from eBay, just some random orc bits and pieces. So actually from this one kit I can actually assemble 4 looters and 4 burners and 1 mech to switch between the squads if I need to. So it's just a quick little easy thing, nothing really complicated, but you can really make the most out of these kits with perhaps some eBay purchases. You can get a lot of bit stores on eBay and on the internet in general, and really just maximise the amount you get from these kits rather than having all these bits just sitting around. Just a few more orc bits, so I've just got a few more legs that are just lying around. I was going to make these into just normal shooter boys, but actually I realised why just make them into, not just make them into burners and maximise the the use you get out of these kits. And with these kits most of the time now they're quite interchangeable, so you can put most arms onto most legs, certainly for orcs, and I believe for most things in general you can just they're quite interchangeable. So yeah, just some quick little tips there for saving money on your boys and other things. Here's just another quick example of some great eBay deals. These box of Hormigants that Richard's bought cost £3 for this little bunch of them, which would have cost sort of 5 times the amount if you'd have gone through Games Workshop. So yeah, another little great saving there. So I'm just assembling the buildings that we've been sent, and just sort of trying to, as in the spirit of trying to make the most of what you've got. Some of the offcuts and waste bits from these buildings actually seem to make great little additions to the building. So just using anything I've got lying around really to try and make these buildings sort of stand out a little bit, make some of them a little bit more different. So just adding sort of the odds and ends that I've got from the offcut. So it's just another little tip, just in the spirit of making the most of all your resources, really, just looking around for anything you can use, household objects that might help make terrain. Me and Richard often talk about how Coke cans make terrible terrain because they always look like Coke cans, and they will never look anything other than Coke cans. But there are lots of things that you can reuse and use around the house to make good terrain and to help with your projects. So yeah, just another little tip there. So I've just assembled my boys here, and Richard's assembled his was it Hormigants or Termagants that he had purchased, sort of reconditioned those guys and painting them up now as we speak. So yeah, here's the burner boys, 4 of them, and the 4 looters, and the 1 mech in the middle, all from one kit, just using some spare bodies and legs. So that's a great sort of doubling really of this kit. And with actually the other bits of the kit you can make more rocket guys. It's just like a spare biker I had, body, rocket and big shooter. Yeah, that sort of sums up really the use of eBay for making, and other bit sites for making the most out of your sprues. With this guys, obviously you only get 1 mech that you can use, but I've just purchased another mech off eBay. They're one of the new mechs, so I can put him in there. So you've got 2 squads of boys from 1 box set really, which is great. Yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned for more of our videos, and you'll see hopefully some more of this guy coming in at some point into our back reps. So yeah, stay tuned for our back reps.